Suppose now that we want to include government, so we have households, and we have again firms. Now in this case, we start again with a production equal to 100. This implies that firms will distribute income to household for 100. Now suppose that household saving is equal to 10, but they have also to pay taxes for 5. So their consumption will be equal to 85, and if there is no investment and no, for instance, no government expenditure, because now we need to introduce also government expenditure and taxes because we include the role of government in our framework. In this case, if consumption is equal to 85, this will imply that the new demand for firms will be equal to 85, so our production level will reduce until 0. Now we can try to introduce, for instance, an investment level equal to 7, it's just an example, a government expenditure equal to 8. In this case, the new demand level is equal to, for firms, will be equal to the sum of these three components of the total demand. So will be equal to 100 because now we have not only consumption, not only investment by firms, but also government expenditure, which is direct demand for firms. In this case, again, we will produce a level of equal to 100, and income equal to 100 will be distributed to household, which will continue to pay taxes equal to 5 and to save 10. But if the investment is equal to 7 and the government expenditure is equal to 8, with consumption equal to 85, this economy will produce an equilibrium GDP equal to 100 forever. So the new condition in order to have equilibrium is that the sum of household saving plus taxes should be equal to investment plus government expenditure. And this can be written as investment equal to household saving plus taxes minus government expenditure. But this difference is also can be interpreted as saving, as government saving. You agree? Because in this case, is the difference between taxes and government expenditure. So the difference between what we pay to government and what government pay in form of government expenditure. So this difference is the government saving. Again, if this sign is greater, implying that investment is greater than total saving, household saving plus government saving, we have that in this case the GDP will grow forever. If the sign is negative, is smaller, so if the investment is smaller than total saving, the GDP will decrease. Now we need to introduce the foreign sector in order to complete the picture. The foreign sector can be introduced in our framework in a very simple way. We have households and we have firms. An initial level of production equal to 100, which implies income to household equal to 100. Now suppose that households save 10, pay taxes equal to 5, but they use part of their income to buy goods and services produced abroad, so to import, equal for an amount equal to 5. But in this case, consumption of goods produced in our economic system will be equal to 80. If there is no investment, no government expenditure, in this case we have a demand equal to 80 and we will produce 80 and real GDP will go down. Now, in order to have the equilibrium, we have uh, more degree of freedom because we can consider also again investment, which for instance can be equal to 8. We can have also government expenditure, which should be equal to 10, for instance. And but we have another variable, another uh, component of total demand, which is exports. In this case, we can suppose that it is equal to 2. Again, if we consider the total demand for firms, this is equal to 180 plus 10 plus 10. In this case, this economy will produce 100 forever. So the new equilibrium condition is that household saving plus taxes plus imports should be equal in equilibrium to investment plus government expenditure plus exports. And this can be written as investment equal to household saving plus taxes minus government expenditure, but this is the government saving, and plus imports minus exports. This difference is a saving, is the saving of the foreign sector as X, because it's the difference between what we pay abroad for in order to import and what they pay to our economic system for our export. So it's the foreign sector export. In this case, if this is positive, we have this means that we have a deficit in trade balance, because trade balance is the difference between exports and imports. If it's negative, we have a surplus in this trade balance. The same applies also to government. This saving is positive, government has a surplus. If it's negative, government has a deficit. We are assuming that household has a positive saving, but in general, saving can be also negative if household choose to consume more than their income. Um, Again, if we have that investment is greater than total savings on the right hand side, in this case, the implication is that GDP will increase, real GDP will increase forever in this case. If the is the investment is lower than total saving, so household saving plus government saving plus foreign sector saving, in this case, GDP will decrease forever. Last concept I want to explain to you is the difference between flow and stock in economics, but it's true also for other disciplines. For instance, a variable is a flow is it regards a period of time. Is a stock if it's the value variable today from the initial time from zero. So stock it can be determined as sum of flow. For instance, the household wealth is a stock which can be interpreted as the sum of household saving over the time. The government debt is the sum of government saving over the time. Foreign debt is the sum of foreign saving over the time.